Good morning. Welcome back to Mortgage Minute. And today we're doing a PSA Thursday, or Public Service Announcement Thursday, with Jeremy Bork, with the GOAT CPA, Tyler McKinney, 5-time rated defendant. Always love to have him. So thanks for stopping by, Jeremy.
Good morning.
Good morning. So you sent us an email last week about something called BOI. That's from FinCEN. I know what FinCEN is because I live in the finance world. Most people glaze over when you say you use acronyms and whatnot. So can you explain to us first, what is FinCEN and what is this BOI and why do we need to pay attention to it?
Yeah, so FinCEN's I guess, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, right?
Yeah.
That's correct. So most people hear that and they're thinking, oh, little old me, that's not going to be, involving what I do in my business. There's probably more international crime, things like that. But it's definitely now impacting all business owners. And I'll say more than just business owners. You have an investment LLC. If your daughter has a lemonade stand last summer and you set up an LLC for her to teach her how to run a business, you are now subject to these filing requirements.
So this is something that actually popped in, this BOI, business of interest. What is it? How does it, and obviously there's a big fine if this form is not filled out by a deadline. So let's go and jump in and talk about that.
Yeah. So we came about during the Corporate Transparency Act in 2021. It's to kind of set up information reporting on LLCs. So the government wants to know who owns these LLCs, whether it's owned by another LLC, which is owned by another person, or many levels of LLCs, and finally getting to who owns these things. And so we have, a lot of foreign governments were setting up LLCs during COVID, when investing was really, a productive time around then. They were set up these LLCs because they can get a bank account within days. But if they were trying to set up an LLC and a bank account, or an individual bank account and an investment account, it would take up to 6 months to get that approved. So it's kind of like a shortcut method. So kind of getting in front of that and how, to get more better reporting on that. And then whether that's money laundering or illegal activities, contributing to government programs, things like that is kind of what they're looking for. But again, it impacts, every small business and LLC out there.
So what's the filing deadline and how do you go about filing? Do you need to do it yourself? Does your CPA have to do it? What are the options and the details?
Yeah, so you have until basically January 1st this coming year to file that report. The filing fee, if you remember, the penalty for not filing it is $500 a day.
And just for those that did not listen to that, $500
per day.
Even for little old Lucy's lemonade stand. That is wild.
Yeah.
And then not only that, say, I know a lot of my clients are bad for this, right? They move offices and they don't set up their Secretary of State's, annual report, or even filing a change or amendment.
We deal with that a lot too.
Yeah. So even if you change your address, you have to go in and file an amendment to the report, updating your address. So it's really important. You need to do that within 30 days. Also, if you have a new LLC, starting in 2025, you have 30 days to file these reports. So not, at the end of the year, it is due immediately within 30 days.
Okay. Where do you go to fill out this report? And maybe we can have you include the link when we post this.
We'll stick it in the comment.
In the comments.
FinCEN.gov. So FINCEN. They also have some really good, facts and resources. I send out resources to my clients, but if you're not sure,
which is how we found out about.
And it's actually the second round of sending them out. And now people are starting they probably saw an email in January, they didn't hear about it, and now people are talking about it more. Like, oh, I saw something about that. Let me look at the email finally. But they do have some good facts and also some resources on how to fill it out. And now, since I originally set up these instructions for you guys, they're allowing you to do it via PDF. You can download a PDF form, fill it out, and then send it back in instead of having to do it online.
Okay.
You'll need, all the owners' names for your LLCs, their date of birth, their residential address, a copy of their driver's license for whatever state they belong to, and you have to actually submit that document.
Okay. If I am a business owner and I own a ton of businesses, I have to do this for every single business.
That's correct.
And what if I don't have the time to do it? Can I go to my CPA and have them do this for me instead?
The CPAs is a touchy subject. A lot of us are taking the stance that it's a legal service that we cannot provide. Many states have ruled on it. Louisiana has not ruled on it officially, but they're kind of telling us to shy away from giving that service. So there's a lot of legal firms that do it. Also, LegalZoom. My favorite payroll software, Gusto, they're offering that service. These are generally ranging from anywhere from like $50 to $300 to file them.
Okay.
But this takes 15 minutes tops. And,
Right.
I filed another one of my investment LLCs yesterday, and it took me 5 minutes.
Yeah, same. It took me after I've got a few LLCs out there, and it took me about 5 minutes. Once you get up and rolling, get the get everything in there. It's as fast as your internet will take you.
What if a client has a business or LLC that's dormant, that has had no activity either at all or in 2024? What do you suggest they do?
I would
assume they need to file. Even though that LLC is dormant.
Yeah, I think I dissolved 2 ILCs yesterday. Things that me and a client were gonna buy a office together. That deal ended up falling through, so I just dissolved it just to avoid having to deal with having to file this and updates and whatever. So if you're not using it, I would just recommend dissolving that LLC. If you are continuing to use it, you actually need to go in and file either an annual report or even a report to bring it back to active.
Is that dissolving through the Secretary of State's website?
That's correct.
Or is that,
in Louisiana, GoBiz.
Anything through IRS.gov, correct?
Nothing through the IRS. Just go straight through GoBiz.
GoBiz.
Louisiana. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you can do it online for the most part.
Yeah.
Depending on the structure of the LLC. So this BOI filing, is this something that has to be repeated every year, or is this a one and done?
I believe it's just one and done, but you are required to update it if there's any changes to ownership, addresses, things like that within 30 days.
Okay.
I'll also say that we found it incredibly difficult, which I thought was weird. We had a client ask this week, I think I did it. I can't tell. I forgot if I finished or not, if I did it in my dreams or whatever, and trying to find confirmation they did file it because they didn't save anything, and it's really impossible.
Wow.
It looks like now, if you file it now,
if you're doing it online, they've got that transcript, which is, like you had mentioned, that was a huge help. Save it for multiple places.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Then multiple drives at $500 a day. I'm gonna,
per business. It's $500 per day per business. Yeah. Is it per person per business? Yeah, or is it just per business? Okay, that's still a lot of money.
Still a lot of money.
Yeah,
it may stay in the under the pillow for the tooth fairy to go.
But in the safe deposit box, right?
Right.
Laminated.
So, long story short, if you have an LLC affiliated with you in any way, shape, or form, you need to go in to FinCEN and file this report immediately.
Absolutely.
Yes. Anything else you want to add, Jeremy?
I say do it now. Christmas is coming. Everyone knows nothing gets done past December 15th.
Seriously, it does not take any time at all. Yeah. So if
you need help, there's help out there.
CPA to give them some advice, where can they find you?
Reach us on our website, jborkcpa.com. You can call us at 337-362-505, or they can email us at info@jborkcpa.com.
Sweet,
awesome.
Man.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thanks for sharing that tremendous value and hopefully saving everybody $500 per day per business. Make sure you do it and do it now. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Bye, Jeremy. Thank you.
Bye.